Where am I? You'd think I was at the seaside, but I'm up at the mountain lake, and it's very fresh today. Up here in the southeast corner, with the southeast wind, the wind funnels down the mountain and it can get very rough up here. And I'd just be a little bit nervous going out there on my own fishing. It'd be very uncomfortable out there. So I think that I'll throw up my tent and make a cup of tea. And hopefully it'll die down a little bit later on, and we'll go out later on and catch a load of fish. Anything I have of any value, including my tent, my wife bought me. And I like me comforts. And I have a little pump up here. It pumps up my bed, fills it with air, and I can relax. And I'll have a lovely sleep tonight. I used to always just sleep rough on the ground, and my wife bought me this thing. And it was the best thing she ever bought me. You need a good night's sleep when you're fishing and camping. The wind's after dying down an awful lot. So I'd say I'll be out fishing in the next half an hour. I'll get a quick cup of tea, my tent is up, and it's definitely dying down. It's definitely after calming down. In the last 20 minutes it's after calming down an awful lot. So hopefully we'll get out fishing now in a minute and we'll catch a couple of fresh sea trout. I like my comforts. That's a little pillow. That's my little pillow. Here's another little tip. Fellas be out fishing and then their cast, when they're finished with their cast, they just get it and they do that with it and they just throw it away. And it lands in the grass and little birds and things get caught in it and get killed. And it's just a nuisance. And all you do is this is the simplest little thing. And if every angler did it, it'd be a much better world. Just roll it up like that. It takes a second just to cut it. Like that. And do it twice even. And then look, you have little tiny little bits of gut that are like an inch long, and they can just let them blow away and they do no harm to anybody or any living creature. I'm only going to fish 2 flies today because it's so windy. This fly is like, it's like a little bibio, but it has a nice little long red tail. And he's on the dropper. And when you pull him along the surface just before you take him off the water, and the fish is below the fly looking up because it's a bright and sunny today, the last thing they see is they see the red. It's very, very bright with the sun shining through it, and they see a little red line running along the surface of the water, and if there's fresh sea trout in the lake, that drives them crazy. And the next fly I'm going to use is something a bit more natural. This fly is tangled everywhere with the bloody wind. It's very windy. This fly is, it's like a little red ice cream peeler with legs, and with the strong breeze and the big wave, these little legs will be wriggling mad in the water and it'll give the fly that extra bit of life. That'll be great night for big brown trout, hungry trout. Hopefully we'll get a few today. Here it isn't dying down at all. It's still very windy. But up here, on top of the mountain up here, there's a little lake up there. I'll take a walk up and have a look at the lake and show you the lake. It's just up there in that mountain there. The lake's after calming down beautifully, of course, that I'm walking up here. That's the southeast corner. And over there, you can see it's actually getting very calm. Over there, in the northeast corner, it's gotten very calm. But now that I'm here, this here is the overflow from the mountain lake. And I'll climb up there and I'll show you the lake now that I'm here. That's Dariana down there, and this here is the little mountain lake. And I believe, I've never brought a fishing rod up to fish it, but I believe it's full of lots of small little brown trout. great place to bring a novice. And a great place for a quick swim. It's a seatrout or browntrout. It's hard when you're on your own in the boat. It's a nice briny. It's a lovely browntrout. And he took the little fella with the red tail. There he is. Yeah, I'd say he's about £2, maybe 2.5, and I'll actually keep him for the frying pan tonight. The wind's changed more to a northeast wind. That's a very, very bad wind. It's gone cold, I've my jacket on, and this fish has gone dead. That's fishing for you. It's one day it's too windy, the next day it's too rainy, the next day it's too sunny. There's always something. There's always something. It's too cold, it's too warm. It's too overcast. But definitely a northeast wind is a very bad wind. It's a cold wind, and the fish don't like it. If you're in the shower having a shower, and the next second someone else turns the hot tap on and you get cold water, go, and you jump out of the water, you trank it out of the shower water, and you shout down the stairs, "Who's at the tap? I'm having a shower!" It's the same thing for the fish. The fish there with a nice south wind or a southeast, and it's nice and warm, it's a warm breeze, and they're happy near the surface. And then all of a sudden it changes to a northeast, and it's like you in the shower. It's not very comfortable, so they move away from the surface of the lake, and then the fishing goes dead. And I'd say that's what's happening. It's gone very dead. I'm not getting a pull. I got some nice trout today, but it's gone very bad. The whole place is full of rocks. There's rocks everywhere. And look at that big rock. What are the chances of that? Look at the way the rocks landed on top of that rock. They're all sitting on top of the rock. What are the chances of that? It must be millions to one. Millions to one. It's another fish. He's put up a great scrap. He's only very small. And he just fell off. Get the little cooker on and make a bit of grub. A little pinch of salt. herbs, a tiny sprinkle, tiny little amount, lovely jubbly. Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect. Some pepper. What else would you use down in Kerry? Nice dollop. Body blue relish. Slice of tomato. Yes, that's the good stuff. And that's how you turn your cooker off. You starve it of oxygen. Just like that. It's gone out. That's simple. Turned very cold. And the fishing went off. It was no good. You can see I got a hook in the face today. It was such a windy day. That's very unusual. It's only ever happened to me a couple of times in my life. But it shows you why you must always wear your Polaroids. That could have been my eye, but I had my Polaroids on, so there was no damage done. Always wear your Polaroids. Here's another little tip for you. My wife always gets these little bags free when she buys her makeup, and she gives them to me, and they're fantastic for putting your fishing reels into. I keep all my fly reels in little bags like that. It saves them getting chipped around in the bag and damaged. And of course, when other anglers see you taking out a Gucci or an Armani bag, they go, Jesus, that fella, he's a multi-millionaire. It's a beautiful morning up here in Derryana, but today I'm fishing down in Loch Horan. Come and join me for more fun.